Welcome to Antriksh Talks, Brands and Stories, where we meet interesting leaders and founders to learn from their journeys and understand their insights into the world of business and profession in general. Today we have with us Mr. Marco Hauser. He has driven international sales for more than 20 years across Asia, Africa, USA, and he's currently in Pune. He's the MD of Degree LAUDA Precision Pvt Limited, and he's here to share his insights and journey with us. Welcome to our podcast, Marco.
Rusha, thank you. Nice to meet you. I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, same here. Pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
So, Marco, tell us a bit about your initial days. Like, how did your journey start, and what was your journey like, right from the USA to now here in Pune?
First of all, straight after my studying of international business, that's my background, I had the unique opportunity for my previous employer to go to the United States. Because right at the time when I was finished with my studying, they decided they want to enter the US market.
Okay.
And the challenge was to find different distributors in the US and to kick off the business. For that reason, I spent 2 years in the US.
Nice.
Before I then joined my current employer, I'm working now for the company LAUDA for 22 years. And I was first working in our customized business, where I traveled around the world, identifying projects for customized heating cooling systems. Since 2019, I am now the area sales manager for Asia. And here in Pune, I'm right now on a special mission to kick off our one more of our international subsidiaries here for India.
Interesting. So, Marco, what was your first impression when you landed here in Pune?
It's been a while. I landed the first time in India. The very first time, I hardly remember, but it is a different world. Yeah, this is clear when you come from Europe and you come from the United States. Even Southeast Asia is a bit different. What I found recently very interesting is when we decided to move to Pune, my boss gave us a chance to see India with my family. So my son, my wife, joined me for a 1-week trip to check out where to live in Pune. And that was very helpful because being on a business trip into India is something different to live here in India. Yeah, I was curious about their first impression when they first touched base in India, because they have never been to India before. Yeah, but I was surprised and I was very happy because it was so positive. Yeah, we had a very nice week. We had a nice weather and we met a lot of nice people. And my son always said, we have more freedom in India. At Germany, everything is regulated.
Right.
So still in India, you have more freedom to do things. Yeah.
But the good kind, I hope.
Good kind, in good way. Yeah.
Right. Your childhood in Germany, of course, might have been very different when you grew up. So tell us a bit about your childhood journey. How did it start, and how did it motivate you to be where you are professionally?
I'm already reaching my 50 years. That means when I was a child, it was a different world.
Yeah.
So computers were just ramping up slightly. So in our childhood, we were playing outside. And the place I grew up is countryside. So not a city, but countryside. And that was, I think, one of my driver actually, to go into international business, to interact with other cultures, to go outside of that little peaceful place in Germany.
Right.
And that is still, it excites me and drives me and motivates me to do the international business.
Of course, when you are in sales, you meet a lot of people and you travel the world through their journeys as well, in a way. So when you started your operations here in Pune, so what challenges did you face in terms of dealing with people here? Because earlier you have frequented India, like occasionally, but now you are here since many months. So when you started from ground up, what was your observation about dealing with people here professionally and personally as well?
I mean, personally, you can meet people very quickly. I mean, a lot of people are interested to interact with foreigners, of course. But that is only the first step. And I discovered, I mean, I was looking for people. I was looking for people assist me in the back office. That was my first hiring. But very quickly I felt, okay, don't do it in a rush. Yeah, because yeah, it creates more work if you do it in a rush, and you hire someone, and then it turns out that it might be not the right match, or that the candidate gave you too high expectations, yeah, from himself or herself. So I was a bit careful in slowing down until I found coincidentally someone who even speaks German. And I realized, because the point is, there is interaction between that person here in India and the headquarter.
Right.
And of course, I realized, and it proves me right, that the hurdle for communication for my German colleagues with this new colleague from our new India entity is much easier.
Right.
Compared to let's say, yeah, only English speaking, yeah, because for my colleagues in Germany, it's also not their native language, yeah.
Right. And I think compared to other cities in India, Pune has a lot of German speakers.
Yes.
I think that plays to your advantage if you are planning to build here in India going forward. And Marco, tell us about your education bit. Like, what did you study? And of course, when it comes to studying international business in India, in Germany, the curriculum is a bit different. So I'm interested to know what did you study and what was the experience like studying in Germany for international business?
Okay. My route, my road was like that. After grade 10, it happened that I landed on a economic school. And then the economics and the business management got me interested. So that I ultimately ended up applying for a university that is very special in Germany. It's a dual system.
Okay.
It's getting more and more prominent, and I like the idea very much, because I'm not the guy sitting in the university making too much theory. And the dual studying in Germany is like you have a contract with a company, you have an internship contract, and in parallel you go to study.
Okay.
In a change. 3 months you work in the company, and 3 months you study a semester in a university.
Interesting.
And that means besides all the theory, you can get the practical insights, because in the real world, working in an industry, in a company, then you realize what it's really about, yeah?
Right.
And you get this. And then during that studying, I was very much interested getting in the export business. I was curious about it, and then I was really motivated, and I asked them, can I go back to the export department? Yeah, and the end of the story, they've obviously found my work okay, and my engagement. So they asked me if I would be interested to go to the United States to support setting up that business in the US.
Okay. So you went out of Germany right in the early years of your career?
Yes, straight after I
after
finished my
university.
studying, they sent me over. And fortunately, there was a partner company, and there was one already retired old guy.
Right.
And together with him, we were setting up the dealer network. We were traveling around, talking to the dealers, making the arrangement, giving them training. And from this gentleman, I learned a lot. That was a fortunate opportunity to work with him for the 2 years.
Right.
It gave me really a kickoff into my international career. How to deal with the international people.
Right. That being like a very early defining moment, what are some other, highlights or defining moments that you see in your career, which made you feel, this is what makes me who I am today?
I mean, other highlights for me, it is important, to have a clear goal. Yeah, some people even say, and I would support that. Sometimes young professionals should write down. I mean, physically write it down.
Right.
What is your idea where you want to be in 5 years or 10 years? I mean, I cannot say exactly there are specific moments. It's like you have something in your mind. When I when I came to Lauda, my first job was supporting the IT department, because they just changed to an update of a new ERP system.
Right.
But I was happy to support that. Gives you also some insights. But after that 1 year engagement, it was clear for me I want to go back to sales. Then I moved to that department of customized engineering systems. They were not really professional in international sales. And then I, again, were trying to build up their international business. So building up something, that is what excites me most, which I'm doing here again as well, yeah.
Right. So sales is like a very tricky subject. It takes, a different level of skills and a character to interact with people who are very different than each other. So, like, what's the experience when it comes to dealing with people here in India for your sales?
Currently, of course, we don't have our own sales because we are doing business here in India for almost more than 20 years with distributors.
Right.
We have to see how the business will progress if we add on our own salespeople. In general, with the salespeople, you need the certain skills. You need communication skills.
Right.
That what is very important also for young professionals. Besides the technical know-how about the product, this is the one story. But very much important in today's world is, in my opinion, the soft skills.
Right.
And this will be not replaced by artificial intelligence.
Yes, indeed.
And I think getting technical information, even we as a company Lauda, we have our own LAUDA GPT tool. Yeah?
Oh, interesting.
I can enter any request from a customer.
Okay.
And my AI sales assistants give me some recommendations, give me some arguments, or makes an analysis of what the customer even wants to have. We are very progressive with that.
Nice.
But all this will not replace the soft skills, because ultimately you have a call with the customer and that will be a face-to-face meeting. Right. We have products for customers, makes a high investment into production equipment to buy our heating and cooling equipment, and ultimately it will be a face-to-face meeting. And still, Rujav, people buy from people.
Right.
That is still the rule, and I think that will remain.
And you cannot beat that human connection when it comes to sales.
Yes,
cool.
Yes.
Talking to our general public, who want to understand what your company does. So tell us, since you are in a very niche field, tell us a bit about how and what, what problems is your company solving in today's world?
We are in a niche market, that's correct. What we do, the company Lauda, for this year, 70 years now.
Wow.
We are a fully family-owned company, now in third generation. And what we do right from the beginning is a precise temperature control. That means we heat and cool a liquid.
Okay.
So mainly we started up with pharmaceutical laboratories, universities. But these days, this precise temperature control equipment is required in many other business fields.
Right.
So what we do is we improve the world with the precise temperatures. Let's say, for instance, if you have a heart surgery, our chiller will cool down the blood circulation at the heart surgery. So we go into medical business. We go into pharmaceutical business. That means our precise temperature control makes sure that pharmaceutical products will be produced the right way. Over the course of the last 15 years, we were stepping in the automotive industry. The world changed from combustion engine to electrical vehicles. Right. So what the electrical vehicles need, electrical components need to be tested under stringent temperature control conditions. Right. We are a part of the testing cycles of these electronical components which are used in electrical cars.
Nice.
We are delivering to a semiconductor industry. So all modern computer chips require temperature control of a wafer during the process of creating all these little transistors on the wafer.
Right.
So we are in many different business fields where precise temperature control is required, and that is exciting as well, to deal with the different industries. Besides international business, also I'm dealing with different industries. So today you're in a pharmaceutical company, tomorrow you're in a chip factory.
Right. And I think due to AI, data center is going to be a booming point for you as well.
Yeah, we are trying to get into this business as well. Market is growing fast, different technology arises, and we are very heavily investigating to get into this market to find a good spot for us.
And as you said, you're entering different domains. You have been a part of different domains already. But what part of your current role, excites you the most professionally?
What is most exciting is, as I said earlier, to really build up something from ground. I mean, we are here for a while, yes, but not with our own entity. To really start a footprint with our own subsidiary. And business-wise, what excites me is we have technology in Germany, in Europe. Another business field I need to mention is hydrogen. So also the car changes from combustion to hydrogen business.
Yes.
So what we have to do with it, if you fuel the car, if you put the hydrogen in the car, you need to cool down the hydrogen to -40, -60 degrees because of the pressure. For that, we built powerful chillers for hydrogen fueling stations.
Right.
Here in India, I discovered there are only 5, 6 fueling stations for hydrogen in a prototype status. And I would be very happy to find technological partners where we can work together using our 10-year proven know-how from Europe to put that to the India industry. That would be something really exciting.
Right. So anyone watching this podcast, interesting opportunity, they want to partner up with you, right?
Yeah. I'm happy to contact to anyone in technology.
Cool. Someone being from Pune, it excites me to see companies coming to our city, trying to build up here. And I think Punekars, as we call them, the residents of Pune, they're also excited to help companies through their contributions. So one question, why Pune compared to other cities like Bangalore or Hyderabad? What made you choose Pune?
First of all, it might surprise you because it was more simple than you maybe think. Because initially, when I discussed with the owner of the Lauda, that I will go to India permanently for a while with my family, my first reaction was, I go to Bangalore, because from various business trips, I knew Bangalore and I knew the climate situation. For instance, compared to Mumbai, which is very humid. So Mumbai is a challenge for us Europeans.
Even for Indians.
Good. And then what happened is was the owner of the company Lauda. He was on a delegation trip with the Minister of Economics from the German state Baden-Württemberg. And this is something I was not aware before, but the state of Baden-Württemberg, where we are based, has a partnership with Maharashtra. And therefore, the delegation trip was organized. So the owner of the company, Lauda, he made a 1 week trip to Mumbai and also Pune. And to be introduced to the business environment, to the economic environment here in Pune, seeing all these German companies, seeing the Goethe Institute, seeing what Pune is doing to attract German companies and to have the already infrastructure here. And then he straight away called me up and said, okay, Marco, we go to Pune. And that was
how you landed.
We landed here in Pune. And then because I never made a business trip before to Pune, but then we discovered, the Pune is a very nice place to live. And maybe nowadays we think even the Bangalore would have been too much for us.
True. talking about settling things down in Pune or building in Pune, where do you think we still need to improve as a city?
What I realize, I mean, I said Bangalore would be difficult, but even though Pune, the traffic is a challenge.
Yeah.
I mean, I live on the west side, coming to your place here to the east side, 1.5 hour in the evening traffic.
Yeah, and crazy traffic in the evening, yes.
Yeah, compared to freeway in Germany, within 1 hour motorway, you can make quite a distance.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
and infrastructure, road conditions is an important thing. To make business grow, people must travel to their customers.
True.
I mean, I always tell my colleagues from Germany, it's hard to understand for them what it means to visit one customer.
Right.
That can be easily a whole day trip.
Right. True.
Where in Germany, our salespeople, they plan their route and making maybe 3-4 customer visits. That is a challenge here in India because the distance and the road and the infrastructure needs to be improved. But I know the bullet train will come to India,
Yes.
and I'm very excited to see that in around 10 years what's happening.
Right.
I mean, I have no doubt the infrastructure will be developed, but still it is a challenge. Yeah.
Right. We're excited as well. And I think the metro, have you tried the metro here in Pune?
Yes, we did. We did. Very comfortable.
Very comfortable. So it's expanding. So hopefully the infra gets better. But what you said is true. If the infra is good, then and then only people will come, or it will be easier for them to do business here. And I think India, we as residents of Pune, we also have the same thoughts. So good to hear some criticism and something to work on for our city. And which is why even the young people here in Pune, they have certain aspirations. This is how we want to see our city grow, and they're also excited to work with international companies like yours who come to Pune.
Yeah.
So, if you were to interview, any young Indian right now, so what are the top qualities that you see in them before you make that hire?
What I'm looking at young professionals when I make hirings is number one. What is the passion about what he is doing? Yeah?
Right.
I can immediately feel is anyone interviewing with me, is he prepared? What preparation done? And does he understand what we do? I mean, that's easily nowadays to find out. Yeah? If you go to the internet and check out the website. And I need to feel the passion because this is what it's all about. When I say I go to a customer, when I'm in sales, I need the passion about my products. Otherwise, I can never convince the customer. Yeah?
True.
And that is a number one. And the number two is I look if the candidates are, let's say, if they have a certain consistency. If there is too many job jumps, looking for the quick money increase, I would not recommend. Because I would recommend to young professionals to be a bit more patient. Don't jump quickly to the next salary increase. But prove yourself in a position. And that is a long-term thinking. I mean, in Germany, we have a total difference. In Germany, I can say, especially also in our company, in our family, in a family-owned, typical medium-sized company in Germany, people stay their whole lifetime, their whole working lifetime. Here in India, I understand there is some social pressure eventually. So many people, and everybody want to find his way. That is good. That is good. I like that. The right way, the right balance of proving yourself, being able to stay in a company for 5 years is a good sign for me.
Right. Yeah, I think that is a problem many companies in India are facing as well. The Gen Z generation, right? They are looking to switch jobs in the hope of better opportunities, but the key thing is patience for long-term plans. And Marco, if you were a 22-year-old today, what would you do differently?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, nothing.
That's a great
I'm very happy how it went.
So you made all the right choices, is what you feel. And I think that is what makes oneself at peace, because once you know that you made the right choices, or even if the choices that you made made you who you are today. So there is no wrong choice in a way. Yeah.
Not really. I cannot think about anything. I mean, I'm glad how everything went out. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Interesting. And Marco, when it comes to your company building here in India, or Pune, I would say, so we are excited to see how things unfold for your company. But where do you see your company in the next 5 years in Pune?
What we about to do is we want to increase our team. That's clear. I mean, we started off now with we are 3 people very soon. And currently, as I told you, we are supporting our dealership, our dealers. So actually, they do the sales for us at the moment. However, we want to increase. We want to have our own service, our own back sales, sales support, etc. So if I look at other sales subsidiary of the company Lauda in other places, that was the natural development. You start with a one-man show that kicks off the business. Then naturally, step by step, as the business is growing, you add on people. That starts with sales, then service will grow. Then you have your own service competence. It must be a natural grow as the business goes on. Yeah.
And with the China Plus One strategy, which is why many companies are looking towards India, what are your thoughts on the same? Like, where do you see India going? Like, of course, Pune, but like overall India going in the next 5-10 years?
Yeah, no doubt. The importance of India will grow over the past 20 years. I mean, I could see what happened with China. I mean, I was traveling to China 20 years ago. The situation that time was similar to what you see now in India.
Right.
Everything was booming. And all the German industries, car industry that is very prominent, made a very good business in China. Now China developed their own technology. They are not depending on our German technology, especially in the German case. I can say it's critical, and they are closing up. Competition in every field, not only car, chemical industry, but also machinery building. All the very successful German medium-sized companies are facing more and more competition, and getting pushed outside. If you are not big enough in China yourself. And we are also facing that issue that we are seeing very good competition, good technology. In India, the situation is now that we have to invest in India, having a strong presence here. That is crystal clear, and that is what we are aiming for. Yeah, and that is true for many German companies trying to get to India now, and I can only recommend to do so, because it's a big market, and the development what I see in India, and so many things were building up when we come. First impression when we come to India, we saw so many construction sites.
Right.
In Germany, you don't see a lot of construction sites. That's very rare. But here in India, every second building is a construction site.
Right. Right.
So this the speed is tremendous here.
Tremendous, true. Yeah. Because every passing month, you see the landscape changing.
Yes,
is what we have observed here as well.
That's true.
Yes. So Marco, we'll move on to some questions, wherein we talk about professional qualities that you think make people exceptional. Talking about being exceptional, what do you think of the term high performance or high agency when it comes to professionalism?
Yeah, I mean, as I said before, a certain consistency is important to me. And what I think first, the candidates, the professionals, they need curiosity. And from that curiosity, they need some discipline to really, you have an idea, and then you need some discipline to follow up the idea.
Right.
And that is a good character, I would say, makes people very professional.
Right.
Yeah. The mixture of having both abilities.
Right. And to build oneself up, what would be some books that you would recommend for young people watching your podcast?
Books to read in general is a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm always wondering who is doing this. A young generation don't read a lot of books, so
true that.
I'm glad you asked. I mean, when I was young, I was always curious to read books about politicians. I'm interested in politics, so what I like is these biographies of politicians, of leaders.
Okay.
Because it's so interesting to see their life. Because these people, politicians, big leaders, they seem to be far away from us, yeah, from the normal. But the reality is that they also struggle making the decisions, and it's so interesting to see making them decisions and what is the impact. And that is what excites me on such books. I mean, yeah, just seeing one book. I mean, the biography books is what I recommend.
What do you think Pune does right compared to other European cities?
Pune is right in doing or investing a lot in education. This is what I like with Pune. There are so many universities, and I realized what is the education market here.
Right.
It's actually a big market. It's a big business.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, and in Germany we have the total opposite.
Okay.
Everything is, I mean, in Germany as well as in Europe, I have to say, it is all government driven.
Okay.
There is no competition between schools. And I feel, because our son also is in a school here, so I had a bit of an inside view to that. And the schools are investing. Education is so important. There's also more speed in education, whereas in Germany we are struggling to get budget from the government to education.
Right.
I mean, currently we are spending a lot of money for military because of the miserable situation. But even before, education was always struggling to get budget.
Okay.
And especially Germany, but also Europe in general, we need to invest in education, and Pune is making that right. There is so much. I mean, that is the future. Yeah? I mean, you have so many universities, you have so many schools, and that is what the companies coming to Pune. That's what we need. Yeah?
Right.
Qualified people in all disciplines.
Right. Right.
And that is something Pune makes it very attractive and makes it right. Yeah.
True. And yeah, I think we are seeing that change in Pune as well. Like the investment that we as a city did in education in the last 20 years, we are seeing that in the form of many great entrepreneurs, rising out of Pune, and it makes us proud. We are looking forward to contribute to that sector as well.
Yeah.
And now, Marco, this kind of the end of the line of questions from me, but my dear friend Mahesh will be joining you for a round of rapid fire questions, wherein you'll have hardly 5 seconds to answer. So that has to be your immediate answer.
Yeah. Right.
So, Germany or India?
Germany.
Discipline or curiosity?
A curiosity.
Beer or chai?
Beer. Still German. Huh?
Early morning or late night?
Early morning.
Long-term thinking or quick execution?
Quick execution.
Wow. Structure or freedom?
Structure.
Book or podcast?
Podcast nowadays.
Deep work or networking?
Networking.
One habit that changed your life?
Habit. Curiosity.
Wow. One book everyone should read?
I like the Steve Jobs.
Wow.
So, Marco, it was nice talking to you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too. Yeah.
And I hope our viewers enjoyed it as well.